Welcome to the Cyber Den, your weekly dose of tech and games. I, Jake, will be chatting with professional actor David Bateson, best known as the voice of Agent 47 from the Hitman series. Thanks for coming, mate.
My pleasure. Nice to be here.
Now, David, please tell everyone listening why you chose to become an actor.
I'll tell you what it was. I had to pay my university fees. It sounds weird, but it's true. When I was 19, I had a scholarship to go to university, but it didn't pay everything. And I went down to, this is in South Africa where I was born and brought up. And I went down to the local, the equivalent of the BBC. It's called the SABC in Durban, where I came from. And I said, do you need any young voice actors? And they went, oh, yeah, well, give us an audition tape and maybe we'll call you. And I said, well, you can't call me. I don't have a phone. So you can send me a telegram or something. Anyway, so that's how I got into it. And they went, yeah, we need those kind of juvenile leads and romantic interests and stuff. Although I never quite got the hang of kissing my hand, as though I was supposed to be kissing my love interest in a radio play. But it was radio drama was very big in South Africa before television finally. There was television in 1976, but it was pretty primitive. So everyone still kind of took the radio very seriously. So I got into it through radio drama when I was 19, is the short answer.
How did you land the role for Agent 47 for the first Hitman game? Is it true that 47's appearance was based on yours?
It is, but I think it started out as a bit of an urban myth, because I don't know which came first, the chicken or the egg there. There were these 5 guys who had a kind of a garage setup, of a computer game they were developing. And I say garage setup, I mean, primitive. They were just kind of working on this on the side, as I understand. And they contacted one of their friends who worked in a sound studio and said, hey, do you know anyone who could voice this character? And the next time I was in that studio, these guys, their friends at the sound studio, asked me, yeah, do you want to give it a bash? So it was like, for not much money, but I was totally hooked by the graphics. The whole look of the thing was just so cool. It's a very dark film noir, Philip Marlowe kind of, it just kind of had a Blade Runner feel to it for me. And so I was hooked from that. I said, yeah, I'll do this. And that's how I kind of modeled it to start with. As I say, a Philip Marlowe film noir voice. And it's kind of took off from there.
What is it that you enjoy about 47 as a character? Are there any inspirations for this portrayal?
What I enjoy about it is I get to kill a lot of people. No. Inspired me, it's back to that, my favorite film genre is this kind of film noir feel, dark and kind of shadowy. And the idea that they created a total universe that was absolutely so thought through that you could just lose yourself in it. Whatever stage you're in, you just go, oh, this gets better and better. The graphics, the sound, the mood, the music, the atmosphere they create, the whole 9 yards. So that world, the world of Blade Runner and the attention to detail behind the whole concept was something I'd not come across before. So that was a big inspiration.
What are your favourite levels from the Hitman series?
Ooh, that's a good one. I would say I go back to it all the time because there's something about snow that really does me in. I love the sound of snow squeaking under your feet and the stillness that's in the outdoor world, which snow creates. It kind of dulls sound, like everything's frozen. It's St. Petersburg. And that just does my head in. I play it again and again, actually, which is a bit sad. There's been a lot of, I love the opening sequence in Blood Money. The whole last game was just everything that happened in the library. I just love all that. Again, because it just reminds me of the kind of Blade Runner universe. Everything kind of broken down and with a lot of atmosphere, and you could almost smell the books. And I need to get over Blade Runner, but that just rings my bell for me.
Funny enough, when I was little, I used to play quite a lot of Hitman. I still do, but I didn't understand the concept of stealth. So that meant I would just grab any disguises I could, pick up the M60 or grab the shotgun, and just go, alright, killing spree time!
It's just trying to kill everyone. Yay! But actually, that was the other thing which really separated, and still does, in my opinion, the Hitman game from so many others, because it has this complete subtlety. The best thing you can do is just try and kill one person, your target, and to do it as silently and as without any fuss as possible, which is kind of, what? Don't I have to kill the entire city and just kill everything with all the guns I've got? No. The opposite is true. And that's kind of, really went against the whole fashion of single-person shooters, which was, about death and destruction times 10. I don't know what it does. It raises the bar, or it just sets itself in a different class by going, okay, everyone, we're going to give you all these toys. We're going to give you all sorts of other things along the way, surprises, little clues and stuff, but try and not make a noise, and you'll win. And I'm going, what? But I want to destroy everything. And sometimes, of course, I do. It's like playing suicide chess, forces the opponent into a position where they have to take you. You can do that with Hitman. You can just get the biggest weapon you can find and just go killing everything with a pulse.
Just like the secret minigun in Hitman Contracts.
It's just like, I'm having a bad day, so I'm going to go for that gun. I just think that it's great that you get kind of punished for that, that it draws attention when you try to kill the entire town. And I kind of like, and the other element for me, which I find continually intriguing as a voice actor, I'm an actor as well, but in voice acting, is that the plots are becoming really, really advanced with all sorts of surprises. So when I kind of read the script and go, and they go, no, David, today we're just going to give you the bits with your dialogue in, which makes sense because that's what I'm going to record. The initial years, I got to read the whole thing and see everything that happened. And of course, now when I'm doing the sequences, recording the sequences as the voice of Agent 47, I have to know everything that comes before and afterwards. But I don't necessarily know, everything else in between.
Now, you've shown your dissatisfaction towards the Hitman movie in the past. Please explain why. What do you think they were doing wrong, and what do you think about the second movie as well?
Oh, don't get me started. There's a couple of things here. Obviously, when they were gearing up for the first film, there was a move afoot to get me into the film, obviously, as Agent 47, and give me a crack at a screen test, of which I made it absolutely clear that I was willing to fly to LA and see who I needed to see at 20th Century Fox. And things changed because first they had Vin Diesel on board, and they went, oh, no, it's all going to be about bazookas and car chases and, flippin' heck. Everything that this European franchise is not. And I'm not knocking, American action films, but this was one occasion where the way they were setting it up in PR was that it was about this legend, the silent assassin. Who is he? No one knew what he looked like because if you met him, you were dead. That anonymity approach to the pre-publicity gave me, for once in my life, a chance of having a crack at it. But it was not to be. Timothy Oliphant was one of the actors, 20th Century Fox, and I guess they were quite looking for a trilogy. In that way, using one of their own actors was a smart move. I could control it a bit more than, come with a complete package. To IO Interactive or Square Enix, it was all down to politics, really, in the end. And I said, come on, guys, just give me a crack. 15 minutes of your time, and I'll walk away. But I think I can nail this guy. Anyway, it wasn't to be, and nothing wrong against Timothy Oliphant as an actor. It's just that he has this incredibly young face. And the moment you removed his hair, he looked about 12. It's like, does your mummy know where you are? That's not his fault. He's an actor, and jobbing actor like us all. Take the job when they come. But I just thought that was unfortunate. It was a blown opportunity, and it would have been quite really an adventurous thing to at least have tried me out. The up-and-coming film, I don't know much about that. Things have changed here, so I don't even know who's on board and who isn't on board. But obviously, sadly, with the loss of Paul Walker, he was very much in the game for playing the role. And before that was Bruce Willis signed to play it, so I don't know what happened there. So maybe you can tell me something I don't know. It's too obvious a trap to avoid, and they're going to make a big bang picture with a love interest and a car chase, but it wasn't Hitman.
When I first watched it, I didn't honestly understand what was going on. I mean, first, 47 was in Africa, killing people, then suddenly he's in Russia, then he's helping a lady, then he's trying to kill some politician bloke, then just zipping around here, there, and everywhere, then going around shooting everyone, guns blazing, and I think, what is going on? This is not Hitman. This is some gun-blazing spy film that's taking place here, there, and everywhere.
I mean, here's the joke. That Russian politician he was killing, he's my neighbor, Ulrich Thompson. I was just going, oh, come on, guys. You could have given me a break. And the other thing is, they missed an angle there that they shot a lot of this film in South Africa. And there was a whole element begging to be done of me returning to South Africa, even as a cameo or a guest appearance in the film, which I think was a missed opportunity. I do understand the politics of my business and of the film business, and I knew it would have been a very long shot, but it was just disappointing that they didn't give it a crack.
I actually think that they could make a good movie if they stuck to CGI.
Well, I mean, it's nearing that now, in a way, whether we like it or not. It's a fact, and has been for many years. The biggest form of entertainment on the planet is computer games. Bigger than the music business, it's bigger than the film business. It's computer games. And I saw that on the news over in Denmark, where I live, about 6 years ago or something, 7 years ago. It was like the number one story on the 6 o'clock news, going, wow, I don't know how I managed to do that, but it came up as the biggest form of entertainment financially. It was electrical entertainment, computer games, industry.
David, it's been a blast. Thank you so much for your time.
My complete pleasure.
And I would also like to thank all my listeners out there for tuning into this great interview on the Cyber Den, your weekly dose of tech and games. See you later, David. Good luck with your next target.
Thanks a lot. Bye. Bye, Jake.